Do you wish you could be the present mom you've always wanted to be, but still need to provide an income for your family? Are you tired of scouring the internet for legit jobs that will replace your income and that you can do from home in your PJs? Hey friend, welcome to the Virtual Assistant Mama podcast. I know you're over there Googling jobs for moms, legit work at home jobs, or start a side hustle, yet you can't figure out how to take that first step. So instead, you stay stuck, do nothing, or start random side hustles to try to make quick money. Becoming a virtual assistant is the answered prayer you've been waiting for. My name is Ariana, and I'm a former teacher turned work-at-home mom who replaced my teaching income as a virtual assistant in just 6 months. I did this by taking a step of faith and following the dream that God placed on my heart to be home with my babies. Mama, your dreams pale in comparison to God's dreams for you. Imagine offering services that light you up, working with clients who value you and pay you what you're worth, and having a job that works around your life and not the other way around. This is the podcast for you. It's time to take that first step. Are you ready? Here we go. Hey y'all, welcome back to the Virtual Assistant Mama podcast. I had a question recently from somebody who was wondering if they can become a virtual assistant without any prior experience. They said they're a teacher, they've never done something like this, and they just wondered if it was possible. So I want to answer that question in this episode, and this is going to be short and sweet, but I think it's going to be really powerful for y'all to take a listen to. So the beauty of becoming a virtual assistant is that it does not require another degree or certification. You don't have to go into more debt. You don't have to get a degree for something you're not even sure you're going to love. You can jump in and just figure out what lights you up and figure out what service is going to be the thing that makes you happy. There are so many businesses out there who are willing to hire beginners. One, maybe they're a newer business. Maybe they're like a solopreneur that just doesn't have time to do everything they need to do in their business. And so they're more likely to hire a beginner that they can train, or that, they're willing to answer questions if you're stuck, in exchange for being able to pay you a little bit less than they would like someone who was an expert in that service. A lot of times these businesses are already doing the service that you're offering, but they have a system in place and they just don't really have the time to do it anymore. So they want to hire somebody and they can just teach you how to do it the way they've been doing it. And then you just take it over for them. So this is very beneficial for new virtual assistants because they will literally pay you to train you how to do that service. You also do not need to say that you are a beginner. I know many of you who are teachers listening to this podcast, we have so many skills that we can utilize in different ways. And even if you don't have direct experience with a program they want you to work with, that's okay. You still can figure things out. You can learn as you go. You don't have to be like, I'm a total beginner. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know why you want to hire me, basically. Don't do that. Just tell them I'm new to this, but I know that I can figure it out. Is it okay if I ask you questions? And just maybe the first few weeks, we just touch base, once a week for 15 minutes to make sure I'm on the right track and doing what you want me to do. That is a great way to show your potential client that while you may not know how to do everything, you are willing to figure it out, take things off their plate, and take control of something they no longer feel like they have the time for. You can also consider offering work in exchange for a testimonial. That's a great way to get some experience as a new virtual assistant. I do recommend, if you do this, only do a maximum of 3, and I would limit it. So I wouldn't do, 20 hours of work in exchange for a testimonial. It'd probably be a max of 3 hours. But this is, again, a great way to start building that experience and help you feel a little bit more confident when you're going out and looking for clients. I would still utilize a contract when you do this, and just in the part where you would put in exchange for this amount of money, it would just be in exchange for a testimonial. All right, so like I said, this episode is short and sweet, but I just wanted to show you it is absolutely possible to become a virtual assistant and land clients when you do not have any experience. There are so many businesses willing to hire you, and they just want to see that you have the ability to figure things out, which I know that you do. So if you have any questions that you would love for me to answer here on the podcast, I would love to hear what those are. You can come into our free Facebook community. That's facebook.com/groups/virtual assistant mama. Come in there, drop your question, and I would love to answer it here on the show. All right, y'all, I love you so much, and we will see you next time. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. I would love to bless you with a free gift as a thank you. All you have to do is leave a review of the show on Apple Podcasts, take a screenshot, and send it to podcast@virtualassistantmama.com. I'll send you a code so you can snag my virtual assistant toolkit for free. And don't forget to come hang out with us in our free community, facebook.com/groups/virtual assistant mama. I'm so honored to support you in your journey to becoming a virtual assistant. Until next week, y'all, keep following the dreams that were placed on your heart so you can be the present mama you've always wanted to be.